All right, I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work. I guess you guys will have to tell me. I'm trying to see if there's a big ass delay again. All right, I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work. All right, looks fine. Let's just. Okay. Bro, I'm so frustrated. If I didn't have to do these cases, I'd have just gone home. Like, I was I was ready to just go. Just, you know what? It's been a day. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm out. I turned down the settings. I turned off the Twitter stream. It just was like, now it says my bit rate's too high, but it's not something that'll hurt it. I don't think. I think I can just fix that next time. James Outman. Yeah, I don't know. All right. It says my bit rate's too high, but it's not something that should hurt anything. You know, it's one of those things I can adjust later. I think it's too high because I turned all the settings down, which makes sense. 'Cause I definitely did those things. All right, so we got a Ruiz no signature, Ozzy Albies relic. Nothing too crazy in that first box. A break list, I do. I do need that. That is a fact. I would be down for that. A drinking break where we just drank. that, that would be good. Jim Cat. Jim Cat. the chat bot I'm using isn't working. I noticed that because you guys are chatting and it's not showing up, but I don't care. Got a Dominguez Chrome. I'm gonna just take this off here. Bring this up to here. And then I'll have the chat there. That's fine. That's what I'm gonna do. You might as well open it. You might have a Papadopoulos Yoda in there. I bought the first two Star Wars Sapphires, and of course they both plummeted. And of course I bought I bought the Star Wars at peak. Like an idiot. So yeah. Oh well. I can't believe you spell R2D2 like that. I feel like that's sacrilege. Jacob deGrom. Hey, tennis sapphire is something to put on the shelf. I didn't buy any of the new sapphire because all my old sapphire is sitting on a shelf. Josh Lowe. I remember on the old Topps cards, they would spell C3PO like SEE, you know? They would spell it phonetically. Freddie Patek. Patek. Diaz. Jordan Walker. Nick Encarnacion. Tony. Jordan Walker, silver. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Yeah. Bob Robertson. I don't even think Linda could turn on the computer. I mentioned that I was going to go to we're going to go to a time card where you had to log in. And she said, well, I guess I'm fired then. I guess. Okay, bye. Marcus Semien. Yeah, she spends a lot of time doing that. Surprised she didn't use a sticky note. Shohei. Freddie Freeman. Image variation for Brian Wu. David Bednar auto. Not nicest looking auto, but whatever. Listen, Jay Brooks cannot resign. I'm not doing all these 100 casers by myself anymore. This is not Hoods in his 30s. This is Hoods in his 50s. And Hoods in his 50s does not do 100 casers by himself. I had enough trouble just doing this this 50, this half. I don't know how the hell I used to open hundreds of cases. Can't imagine. Yeah, old large breaks. All right, that'll work. Trevor Larnach in black and white. And be like, I've been breaking so long, I used to be able to read the codes on the back of the cards. Well, I just figured nobody would ever watch that feed, so it didn't matter. Yeah, I was a little frustrated. Royals wasn't there though, so I was like, whatever. Clay Kirby. Royals is in her 30s now. Doesn't bother her as much as it used to. But, she was about... I swear I remember when she turned 20. I swear I do, but she says she didn't start watching the stream until she was 20. She was in college. But anyway, she one time somebody came into the stream and they were like trying to promote another breaker or something like that, and instead of just banning them and going on with my day, I like engaged him and got into an argument, and there's a lot of profanity involved, and she was like, I had to turn off the stream and go watch like Christian television or something. And I felt bad. I felt bad she had to go watch the 700 Club to get away from the profanity in my stream, so I always make it a point not to cuss if she's in here, if I can avoid it. And one time a guy told me he was watching the stream with his kids because I was the one streamer that didn't cuss very much, at least, hardly ever. And then one night I don't know what it was happening, maybe the same thing, maybe the same night, I don't know. Randy Rosarena, and he was watching a stream with his kid, and then he had to turn it off and couldn't watch me anymore because I dropped an F-bomb or something like that. The 90s hardcore rap. Hey, Curtis Mead. You see me hit my own guy over here. Little Curtis Mead auto. So I think we hit his auto in the 11 caser. I'm not 100% sure, but I think we did. I know we hit one, at least one in the first 50. I didn't have him then. But in the second 50 where I do have him, I think that's our third auto. So pretty happy with that. I don't have any spots in Bowman except for the spots that weren't claimed. And so I really try not to take it personal when people lowball. I do, because I get it. You kind of want to get in a big break, get it at a good price. But I'll get offended like on behalf of people that paid 100% or 110%, because those are the people that make the break happen. You know what I mean? So I don't like it. So that's why I say, don't offer under 50%, because under 50% or even 50% it's like it's rude to the people that paid more. Now I know some spots in the 10 were bid up too high, right? I get it. So I know that's true, but for a spot to go 50% or less, that means that it had to be twice as much, which it could happen. And then rookie autos are scary, so a lot of times they'll go for 50% or whatever. And then paper, paper sometimes has trouble moving. So I get it. Some spots, have to, sacrifices must be made, But I don't like it. I don't like it if somebody bids really, really low, especially if they're not already in the break. Like if you're already in the break, then okay. You know what I mean? Let me get you something. But if you're not in the break and you're just showing up at the end, I hate it. You know what I mean? Like I just hate it. Yeah, Namala went, and he didn't go that low. I want to say he went at like 60%, maybe a hair higher than 60%, I think. So that's not terrible. I really would have liked him to go 70%, but whatever. But I think Namala was a steal. I really do. Unless he's super short printed, which we don't know. I think that was a steal. I really do. Based on what the other autos went for and based on Chrome, that kind of thing. I think Namala was a steal. But there were a lot of spots that got left over. Only 2 auto spots, though. Hold on, let me bring it up. So, spots that are left over. I tried to look up who they were, but I don't really know them very well. Mordon, a Nudis Mordon, is left over, and that was a spot that KO had picked up in the 11. And then Capri Ortiz, and I don't know who that is. They're both, $1,000 spots. And then as far as base, nobody really too big, but there were 3 first Bowmans: Jared Dickey, Luke Adams, and Emmanuel Tejada. So people have asked about Tejada, and some people bid on the other 2, but they were just too low. Yeah, the rookie spots all went. Mark Arum got them all, and he took them all, which I thought was kind of smart, color swap on the Reed Detmers, because that way, if a couple of the half of the rookie auto spots don't do well, that he's got the other half that can hit big and fix it. So I like it, and I think they went at a good buying price because they went for like $2,600. It was like $5,000 worth of spots. So I think he got a steal. Yeah. But I did say I'll just eat them. You know what I mean? I'll eat them because if I let spots go at 50%, then that's what everybody's gonna bid from that point on. You know, they're all like, hey, he'll sell a spot for 50%. So I got to make sure I don't do it. Otherwise, these get harder and harder to fill. You know, if I'm just blowing spots out at the end. Carlos Correa is a cheater. Got another Kyle Tucker. Image variation on the Kyle Tucker. And then the paper guy, he wanted the paper, but I didn't like the way the negotiation was going, so I just closed the negotiation and said, I'll just keep it. 'Cause I hate arguing back and forth. You know what I mean? Like, just if it's a good deal, take the deal. If it's not a good deal, then I understand. But I don't want to go back and forth. Maybe I'll take it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Yeah, Namala went at just under 7,000 a 50. Like it was like 13.9. 13.9. Which I think is what, 66%? Something like that. It's all right. It did all right. As long as it's not short printed, I think that's a good deal. And one of the problems with Namala is right now he's batting like 200 or something like that. Like his batting average is really low right now. When a lot of people look at, what are they doing right now? But I mean, you can't really look at an 18-year-old that way. You just got to look at, where you think he has potential and where you don't. You know what I mean? It's just. But I was thinking about keeping the Namala spot. It's just, I didn't have a good year last year. I can't really take a risk right now. But if you can take the risk, I think it was a good one. $31 old. Yeah, I don't really like to go back and forth. You know what I mean? I don't like to go. I just like to, you tell me your price and then I tell you yes or no. I don't like countering, and I hate countering a counter. You know what I mean? If you notice anybody that said, if I countered them and they countered back, I just ignored it. I just moved on to the next person for the most part. I don't want to get into some long drawn out back and forth. Especially if you counter me at like $10. Like if I say, okay, I need $100 and you're like, well, I'll go 90. Man, I'm just gonna move on with my day. You know what I mean? I don't want to bicker over $10. Yeah, some people love it. Like it's their favorite thing to do. Which I figure is probably if I counter and then you come back $10 off, I figure you just enjoy haggling. I do not. I don't enjoy it. I don't want to do it. And if you come back at $10 off of what I said instead of just saying okay, you know, you know what I mean? Like $10 off is literally 10 cents a case. If you're gonna do that, I am out. I got shit to do. Rangers. Who's the manager of the Rangers that they covered his face? I can't tell. Is it Billy Martin? I think it is Billy Martin. But anyway, Rangers team card with the manager's got his face covered. But yeah, some people are like, woohoo! Got stuff. You know? They're excited about it. And I don't like it if I make, like, if a spot's up, right? A spot's up. And then it sat there for a while, and then I finally move it, and then somebody goes, oh, I'd have taken it for that. I don't want to hear about that, you know? Or I just came to offer on that spot. Well, bro, you've had 4 days. You know what I mean? Like, where you been? You know? That always drives me up a wall. Or when a spot goes and somebody's like, yeah, I really wanted that spot. Well, clearly not enough. You know, I don't want to hear about how you wanted that spot after it's gone. You know, just I don't know why. That just drives me up a wall. And there's people that have like you could literally go back through the last 5 years, and you could find the same people who say it every year about a spot. You know, oh, I collect his cards. Well, you should have bid on them then. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. Once somebody has it, then they want it. Get out of here. I hate it. I hate it. I hate haggling. Ketel Marte. That's why the offering, you know, the offering that we do, I hate it when it gets to that point. Like when it gets to offers, I'm like, oh. I don't want it to be. If I could, you know, get around having to do offers, I would. Like just putting all the spots back up at auction, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I get it. Sometimes that's exactly what was going on. You know, oh, I was waiting for the price to drop one more time. That's fine. That doesn't really bother me. But you know, the like, oh, I really wanted that spot, and you know, I'm a super collector. Well, I mean, are you? You know. But you know, saying I was waiting for the next one, yeah, I get that, because I've done that too, where I was like, well, next drop, I would definitely take it, and somebody else was thinking the same thing because they did, you know. Kyle Tucker, I had a guy send me a message, and he was like, hey, I won this spot. It wasn't this auction, but it was not too long ago. He's like, I won this spot, and this guy is messaging me trying to get it because he said, you know, he really wanted it. And he was like, do I have to sell it to him? I was like, hell no. It's your spot. You don't have to sell anything that's yours. You know, once it's yours, it's yours. He was like, okay, good, because I didn't want to. I was like, yeah, you don't have to. Mike Trout. You know, tell him to kick rocks or eat a bag or something. You know, you definitely don't have to sell the spot. Just re-auction. Yeah. We can do that. I wouldn't mind it. It's just I always worry that the auction's gonna go too low. I don't know why. Sometimes the auction does go too low, and then other times it goes for more. You know, the auction ends up going for more than they could have had it if they had just taken the spot at the discounts. Like it's always crazy how people will bid more in the re-auction. You know, like the spot's I don't know $100 or something, and they won't claim it, but in the auction they'll bid 125. Yeah, that's what I probably would do is start it at 50 and just see what happens. Riley Green. So my 10-year-old's gonna go spend the weekend at his mom's house. So hopefully nobody goes over there and shoots the place up, like they threatened to do last weekend. Yeah, right. I can't tell him he can't go, you know. Well, I would like to tell him he can't go, but no, that was Royals and her niece. Royals and her niece drew that. I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, plus Royals has her account locked, so unless you follow her, you wouldn't see it anyway. Hey, mijo, what you doing? We were just talking about you. Oh, playing with Teaspoon. Mitterwald. No, they were talking about how you look goofy.
All right, though.
And I was like, he doesn't look goofy. He looks like, who's the guy that? Why are you eating 3 cookies at one time like they a sandwich?
Nah,
What's wrong with? Why you getting crumbs all over me, bro? Bro, pick it up. Pick it up. I'm gonna start whooping your ass right here on this whole stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take your cookies and get out
Sure.
before I do something to you. Sure, I will. Maybe one of these days I will. You don't know. Hey, who's the guy that is always trying to kill Bart Simpson? Sideshow Bob. That's who you look like with your hair like that. Yeah. Get out of here. I just told this man I would whoop his ass, and he said, "Sure you will," and left. That's how you know your threats are bullshit. Your 10-year-old, 11-year-old. Sorry, your 11-year-old is like, yeah, right. he's like, he's like, yeah, right. One of these days. Sometimes if she has it, it just depends on how she's feeling at the time. Because sometimes it's open and sometimes it's closed. But I went to retweet it and it wouldn't let me, and I looked in her. It's because it's locked. You can't retweet something that is from an account that's locked. So. Tristan Cassis. Ooh. Red ink Mason Wynn. It's not the best red ink over the red, though, unfortunately. But still, that's cool. 25 out of 75, red ink rookie auto. I like the Subway oatmeal raisin cookies. Those are the ones I like. But the 11-year-old likes the chocolate chip ones. And our Subway has like a foot-long chocolate chip cookie, so he wanted to try it, but it was mostly raw, so he didn't like it. But I like the Subway oatmeal raisin. Those are the good ones. But he doesn't like oatmeal raisin. He likes chocolate chip. I've definitely picked back up on the red inks. Feeling good about my red inks right now. But congrats to that spot. That's a great card. Series 2, actually. We're doing Series 2 immediately after Bowman. Nick Gonzalez. I mean, that, assuming we can get the cases, but it sounds like we can get them without any trouble. Nope. I won't use eBay. I hate eBay for breaks. I know the spots can sell for a lot more, but I just hate the way that eBay doesn't give you any protections as a seller. Don Sutton. You know, some of these spots went for, we had a couple of people over 20K, you know what I mean? One person was over 40K. I had one spot a couple years ago that went for 80K. So I don't want to use eBay. I wouldn't trust eBay, you know? They could get the cards and then say they didn't, or say they were in the wrong condition, or say they didn't get the right stuff, and then eBay's going to side with them. They could send me back a toaster oven. You know, eBay's not going to care. What's up, man? I'm trying to finish. I'm going to go eat after this case, though. I'm hungry. Joe Musgrove. But I'm going to come right back and do another case. At least one more. My 11-year-old's going. He's going to go to his mom's tonight, so I might just stay and just, you know, and just keep breaking. Yeah, but I mean, the spots generally sell for quite a bit more on eBay, so, you know, I think in the long run, you would be making more money, but the risk would be what I don't like. I don't like the risk, you know? Yes, I hate it. I hate it. I got that problem, but except for I don't get to go on vacation. It would be a great drink and break night. I didn't know that he was going to his mom's until the last minute. But we were talking about doing a drink and break without the breaking. I could get down for that. I could get down for that. Basically, just drink while I do Heritage. I mean, if you guys are down for it, I'm down for it. It's just somebody would have to make sure that they stop me before I go too far. Just sleep in my chair. I think I have the vodka. You know, I don't know what we would drink for. We have to figure it out because it'd have to be something that hits enough. But in that case, I definitely need to go get something to eat. I don't think that happens enough. We can't do it on autos because, you know, you might hit one auto in a case, and a case takes 2 hours. So it can't be that. Christopher Morel. We could drink every time we hit a relic. There's a lot of those. Even if we made it relics, though, I just feel like it's not enough. Boothie autos. Ooh, what's up with that Bobby Witt? What's up, Bobby Witt? What are you? Color swap, Bobby Witt. Bobby Miller. Ricard 1-100. He's trying to kill me. He's trying to kill me. All right, let's do it. Drink for every relic. Every hit. Let's make it every hit. Should we add in variations? Might be too much. I feel like hits are not enough because that's only one drink a box. And boxes are long. But every variation and hit, that might make it too much. I don't know. Don't do it. Yeah, don't do it too soon because I'm gonna go grab something to eat. So, but I won't be gone long. I gotta make sure I got drink. I'm pretty sure I do. And make sure my wife will pick me up. Either that or I gotta sleep here. No, I won't let it. It won't get too bad because we're gonna still be. I won't be able to make it members only. You know what I mean? I can't make it members only. So it'll have to be a drink and break open to the public, which I generally don't like doing. But I don't know. We should be all right. Chrome $4.99 or less. Are we adding that in? Yeah, we've got to do it with Heritage. It's what I'm opening. It has to be Heritage. Once for the hot box. Yeah, purple refractors don't count. We need somebody that's going to be here the whole time that can call it, though. I can't mention Fanatics. I get in trouble. But one of the things they got mad about, like 100 people did today. I'm like, come on. Every time I turned on Twitter, somebody was doing what they got mad at me for. I'm like, come on. What are you doing? That's not right. Hagen Danner? Nothing. You're not getting me. Luis Arise? Ooh, I love it. Ellie De La Cruz. Image variation on the Ellie. Nice card. That spot's done well, even though I don't think we've hit... What did we hit? One auto? Each, like, I feel like we hit 2 autos in the first 50 and maybe 1 auto in the second 50. I think that's all we've done. Edward Julian? How about every white border? We could do it every Ellie and every Jason Dominguez. Every red rapper. Alicia's here. I could ask her how late she's gonna work, and then she could just take me home. Gene Tennis? I don't know. I don't know how to pronunciate that. All right, so we're saying Every hit, every refractor, not counting the purples, otherwise the purple hot boxes would kill us. And then every variation. I feel like that would be a lot for an hour. It sounds good. We could do that. Probably only get through. We'd probably only survive one case. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock. So if we started at about 10, we'd be done by midnight. I don't know. That doesn't sound terrible. But if she stays till 2, maybe we could do 2 cases. I don't know if I could survive 2 cases though. We got damage on the Rafaela. That's too bad. That's a nice card. You're only saying that because you heard how much I cussed in the last video. Here's another relic. Randy Arozarena. Every stamp relic. I feel like I would just stay sober if we did it that way. If I only took a drink every 10 minutes, I'll never get drunk. I'll never get drunk. It'd just be a waste of good alcohol. Although the stuff I drink's probably not good alcohol. Marco Luciano. Yeah, might as well drink Budweiser if we're gonna do that. Just drink a beer. You know, I can't remember the last time I had a beer. Bryson Stott, refractor. 12 boxes. 12 boxes and the case takes almost 2 hours. If we're drinking, it probably will take 2 hours. You know what I mean? 12 drinks in 2 hours? What the hell? All right, last box. right, here we go. Last box, case 96. Nolan Ryan. Well, I mean, if you don't count the purples, there's not that many. Like, look. Whoa. Haven't even started drinking. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna open a new box. So box toppers, box loaders, and then hits. Remember, you guys gotta drink with me, so you gotta tell me how many drinks you're looking for. Jose Rodriguez. Shohei. Felix Bautista. Volpe, not a Nope. right, that is it for case 96. So the next case will be 97. We'll do at least 97 tonight, maybe 98. I have a feeling we're going to be stuck like halfway through the second case and have to call it. It's been a long time since I've had to call it after a drinking break or before a drinking break's over. But this might be the night. All right, my friends. So here is the recap for case 96. Jose Rodriguez, Felix Bautista, Carson Kelly, Rafaela, Hagen Danner, Edward Julian, Kyle Finnegan, Max Meyer, Bo Bichette, Bobby Miller, Joey Estes, Tristan Cassis, James Outman, Matthew Liberatore. One of these cards. The Rafaela's got some damage down at the bottom, just so you know. Bobby Miller, Volpe, Natanope, Rocio, Jordan Adams, Alex Verdugo, Randy Arozarena, Marcus Semien, Freddie Freeman, Trevor Larnach, Jordan Walker, Tony, call him Tony, Nick Gonzalez, Jacob DeGrom, Kyle Tucker, and Matt Olson, James Outman, and Cole Calhoun. Then we have Marco Luciano, Ellie De La Cruz, CJ Abrams, Bobby Witt, color swap, Kyle Tucker, Reed Detmers. I think that's a color swap, actually. Yeah. Another Kyle Tucker. One was in the hot box. Brian Wu, and then Ruiz with no signature. So we're gonna do a drinking break for the next case or two. So, Anthony Volpe, Bryson Stott, Shohei, Luis Ariz, Kyle Tucker, Carlos Correa is a cheater, Ozzy Albies, Jordan Walker, Jason Dominguez, and Colton Cowser. Your purples, Kikuchi, Yoshida, Aaron Judge, Mookie Betts, Paul Goldschmidt, Garrett Cole, Ketel Marte, Bryson Stott, Zach Geloff, Quinn Priester, Luis Matos, Nolan Arenado, Brent Rooker, Emmett Sheehan, Jordan Adams, Brian Wu, Kyle Higashioka, Gunnar Henderson, Max Scherzer, Clayton Kershaw, Riley Green, Polar Bear, Trey Turner, and Francisco Lindor for your Chromes. Relics, Zach Gallen, Randy Arozarena, Luis Ariz, Joe Musgrove, Christopher Morel, Dalton Varsho, Tristan Cassis, Nick Josh Lowe, and Ozzy Albies. And then your autos, we got a red Mason Wynn, 25 out of 75. Curtis Mead and David Bednar. So Curtis Mead's my spot, and then I just love hitting red. So there it is, red. Mitterwald, the Rangers, and I think that's Billy Martin. I don't know, but I think that's Billy Martin. Clay Kirby, Bob Robertson, Freddie Patek, and Lahoud. That's my grandfather. We used to go by Lahoud, but we changed it to Hoods. But it's my great-great-granddaddy. All right. Yeah, I'm going to grab something to eat, and then I probably have to buy more vodka. I think I might be out. Maybe some juice to go with it. But I'll see you, I don't know, like an hour, and then we'll go from there. All right. Thank you.